Hello class, hi there for great. I'm super happy that you are here and I hope you are ready to start with this class. And today we are going to start with this new week and we are going to do a review about the topics that we've been learning and we're also going to learn more things. First of all, I want to say thank you because you are doing an excellent job in this unit, in this class. Thank you for sending me your activities on time, and you are super excellent, an excellent group, an excellent class. You are an excellent class, and we are doing an excellent job together. Thank you to your parents because they are helping you in sending your activities, in watching if you are doing your activities. So thank you to all of you because you are doing an excellent job, and some of you and also you are learning the activities, and when you are not learning, if you don't understand, you are sending me your questions, and that helps me so I can know that you have questions, because if you don't send me messages with your questions, I can't know that you need help. So thank you for helping me with these activities. Okay, so last week we finished with doing an activity like this. In fact, this was the activity, and I made you copy these questions in your notebook, and you needed to answer with your own answers. So, and we have questions like how often do you drink water? When do you go to the doctor? How often do you do exercise? When do you have breakfast? How often do your parents go to the market? And I have my answers so you can have some examples about this. Even if I gave you some examples, there we have others, my answers. So, like I said, that in that moment, and there are different answers that you can have. Maybe you do activities more often, and maybe you never do them. The answers are different, but you needed to use the vocabulary that we were using. Example, 4 times a day, every time I get sick, every day, each morning. That would be the same as saying every day. And once a week, it means that, for example, my parents go to the market 1 time in a week. That means once a week, okay? And yes, so right now we are going to learn another topic that is called sequence connectors. So these connectors, these words are used when we are talking, when we are saying a story, we are telling a story, or for example, we are telling steps or a receipt or something like that, that you need to give some steps, or you want to tell a story in an order. So you might use these words that I have a lot in here, but we're not going to use them. We can focus on the first one that we have: first, second, third, then, next, after, as soon as, later, before, finally, meanwhile, in conclusion, and then we have some others. Okay, this was only to show you that there exist lots, and I bet that there are some others. Okay, this isn't the only that exists. So we have lastly, another, to conclude, at the end. But we can focus only on the first column, this column. So let's repeat. We have first, second, third, then, next, after, as soon as, later, before, finally, meanwhile, and in conclusion. Okay, so let's remember. We use sequence connectors when we are telling a story, or we are talking about something that needs to be explained in a correct order, or you need to give steps. Okay, for example, if I want to prepare a cocktail fruit or a fruit cocktail, I will say, first you need to take out of the fridge the fruit that you need. For example, apple, watermelon, etc. Then You need to chop all the fruit. Next, you need to pour some yogurt on it. And finally, or at the end, or some others, you are going to eat it. Okay, you need to, I'm using these words so we can talk about an order. So I have some other examples for you. Sequence connectors, examples in text. Remember that we are talking about something. In the first example, I'm talking about what I do every morning, my routine every morning. So I change the color for the letters in green so you can notice which are the sequence connectors. First, I wash my face and brush my teeth. Second, I go downstairs and have breakfast. Next, I turn my laptop on and check the platform, Edmodo. Finally, I prepare the presentations for the next videos, okay? And I used first, second, next, and finally. I used for, you can use 5, 6, etc. Number 2, every night. This is what I do every night after I go to sleep. Before I go to sleep, this is my routine. First, I wake up from naps because every evening I take a nap. Next, I take a shower. After that, I have a meeting with my family. Later, I go and watch TV together. We go and watch TV together, me and my family. Lastly, I return to my bedroom and sleep. I forgot to write about dinner, but that's it. Okay, so let's go back. You can copy the first column on your notebook, this first column, because it is going to help you. Please copy the first column in your notebook. Debemos copiar la primera columna esta desde first hasta in conclusion, so it is going to help us when we do these activities, because porque nos va a ayudar cuando hagamos las actividades del libro o en el cuaderno. Esta columna nada más. So we're going to copy this, and as I was telling you, we can use these sequence connectors in the order, in a different order. Maybe I want to say first, second, third. Or maybe I don't want to say second and third. Maybe I want to say first, then next, after. It's up to you which one would you like to use, but first needs to be always at the beginning, and in conclusion and finally always need to be at the end. You need to be careful about it. If you want to translate it, well, you can use a dictionary or you can find it on the meaning on the internet. And right now we are going to do the activities that we have. We have 3 pages for today, and maybe it seems like a lot, but it is not. We are going to find out why. So we have culture connection, and we have page 23 from the student's book, and we have activity 16. It says read quickly. What are superstitions? And we have content words. Also, you can find it on the internet, and you find out what's the meaning of each one. So we're going to listen to this audio because we have an activity under that, and we will need this. So now we're going to listen to this reading. It's called Do You Really Believe It? And we're going to listen to it, and with the same audio you are going to repeat it so you can do this activity, that is activity 17. Listen and read, match the photos with the correct superstitions. So we can do this at the same time. Read and match the pictures with what of these numbers are these. These are the superstitions. You have from 1 to 6, and you're going to match them by writing, for example, 1, 2, 3, or for example, this is 6, or something like this.
Student's Book, Page 23. Activity 17. Listen and read. Match the photos with the correct superstitions. Do you really believe it? Do you believe in superstitions? Superstitions are beliefs that there's a connection between two actions, even though the two actions are not connected at all. For example, some people might believe that if they wear a lucky hat, their favorite sports team will win. Or if they listen to a lucky song, it will help them pass a test. You can easily find superstitions in cultures around the world. For example, 1. In India, cutting your hair on Tuesday or cutting your fingernails in the dark could bring bad luck. 2. In Chinese, the number 4 sounds similar to the word for death. So many buildings in China don't have a fourth floor. Many people believe it is unlucky. 3. In South Korea, sleeping in a closed room with a fan running could kill you. 4. In Russia, if you see a person carrying an empty bucket, you might have bad luck. 5. In Spain, many people eat 12 grapes at midnight on New Year's Eve because it's supposed to bring them good luck. 6. In the United States, every year on February 2nd, people wait for a famous groundhog to come out of its home. If the groundhog sees its shadow, there might be 6 more weeks of cold winter weather.
Okay, so that's it. If it wasn't clear, you can play the audio again so you can match these superstitions from 1 to 6 with these pictures. You have only 4 pictures, so you're not going to use all the 6 superstitions. So now I have a question for you. Did you know these superstitions? For example, we have one that is from India, another one was Chinese, or another was from South Korea, Russia, Spain, and the United States. I knew them, but I knew that some people in Mexico also do number 5, like it's from Spain, but I've seen some people do this in Mexico. Many people eat 12 grapes at midnight on New Year's Eve because it's supposed to bring them good luck. Okay? I've never done this, but I've seen it. So, do you believe in superstitions? Why? Why not? Those are the questions that you have in Team Big Activity. It's up to you. Maybe you believe them, maybe you not. That's it. Now we are going to skip and let's go to activities on the student's book also, but in page 24 and 25. We have here we have writing sequence words. These are the sequence connectors. This is the same. I will learn to write a paragraph using sequence words. So here we have an example, and it says sequence word tell the order in which things happen. Here are some examples, okay? Pay attention to this. Sequence words tell the order in which things happen. So, my day at school. First, we have a math class. Next, we have a spelling test. Then, we have lunch. After that, we have English class. And finally, we have PE. So, PE means physical education, okay? And that's it. Now, we are going to go. It says, use first for the first activity, okay? That was, I told you at the beginning, you always need to use first. You can write it in the middle. You can write it at the end. It needs to be always at the beginning. So, use finally for the last activity. Okay, finally always needs to be at the end, not in the middle, not at the beginning. Use for the activities in between, you can use the sequence words in any order. So it says that it doesn't matter if you use in a different order, next to, next, between, after that. It's up to you to choose when you are going to write them. So we have another example. Every weekend I go to visit my parents. First, we go to the park to fly nights. Next, we go to the zoo to feed the animals. Then, we go home for lunch. After that, we play basketball outside. Finally, we go and watch a movie and eat pizza. So, in this paragraph, in this example, you are going to underline the sequence words, okay? You have 5 sequence words and I want you to underline or circle them. You can also use your highlighter or a marker. And we have activity 19, complete with the sequence words. So I show you a chart with some sequence words, but you can use the words that we have in the book: first, next, between, after that, and finally. Complete the sequence words. My family and I always go to the beach on Sundays in the summer. Blank. We go swimming in the ocean. Blank. We have a picnic under our big yellow umbrella. Blank. My mom and dad read magazines, and my brothers and I go swimming again all afternoon. Blank. We all get in the car to go home. And blank. We stop for an ice cream. Don't forget to follow the rules that we have in this part because it's super important and they are going to help you. Then at the beginning and in the middle, it's up to you to choose which ones you want to. So now we're going to go to the last page for today, and it's page 25. There is nothing to do in here, but I want you to repeat and to pronounce because it's going to help you for your fluency and have a better pronunciation. We are going to learn two more phonemes, and then we have ear or. So we are going to listen to this, and I want you to repeat the first audio. It's for the activity 22. Let's listen because it's super short.
Student's Book, page 25, Activity 22. Listen, read, and repeat. 1. 2.
And then we have activity 23, and it's super easy because we have only 2 pictures. And please, let's repeat these phonics.
Student's Book, page 25, Activity 23. Listen and find. Then say. Surf.
Surf.
Bird.
Okay, you can play this again. Let's go back, and you are going to play this part of the video one more time so you can pronounce again. When you finish listening a second time and pronouncing, you can go now to activity 24, and it says listen and blend the sounds. We have 8 words, and you know what you have to do because we do these activities every unit. Let's repeat.
Student's Book, page 25, Activity 24. Listen and blend the sounds. 1. G, O. Girl. 2. Sh, t. Shirt. 3. F, fur. 4. Hurt. 5. Skirt. 6.
Sir.
Sir. 7. Curl. 8.
Turn.
Turn.
Okay, so that's it. We have another activity right now, and we are going to listen to it. And we have that it is activity 25, and we have this. I'm going to read it, and the second time you are going to read it with me. So listen. 2 girls with red curls, 2 cats with black fur, 2 boys with white shirts are watching birds. So now let's read it. You are going to read it with me. 1, 2, 3. 2 girls with red curls, 2 cats with black fur, 2 boys with white shirts are watching birds. Now we're going to listen to the audio because it has a different reading. So we are going to follow the reading and let's repeat.
Student's Book, page 25. Activity 25. Read aloud, then listen and chant.
2 girls with red curls. 2 cats with black fur. 2 boys with white shirts are watching birds.
And that's it. You can play it one more time because it was so fast. So these 3 pages are the pages for today, 23, 24, and 25. You need to send pictures to me. Don't forget that each picture needs to have your name and also the date, because it's going to help me to check your activities and who is doing the activities and who is not. So I'll see you tomorrow. Have a nice day. Enjoy this time doing your activities and try to practice as many times as you need to. If you have questions about the activities, send a message to me and I'll be helping you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.